As we age, particularly after the age of 80, every decision about our health and well-being takes on even greater significance. Most of us understand that our health needs more attention as we grow older. But did you know that travel can sometimes be detrimental to our physical and emotional state at this stage of life? While the idea of seeing new places and experiencing the world can feel exciting, for seniors over 80, it can also present many risks. In today's video, we're going to take a closer look at why traveling might not always be the best choice for those over 80. From increased health risks to emotional strain, the reality of traveling at an advanced age can be more challenging than it appears. But don't worry, this video isn't meant to take away the joy of travel. Instead, it's to help you make informed decisions about your health, safety, and peace of mind. So, if you're a senior or you're caring for a loved one in that age group, this video will guide you through 6 key reasons why you should reconsider traveling as you get older. We'll share personal stories and helpful insights so you can stay safe and happy, focusing on enjoying life while managing the risks that come with aging. Reason 1. Increased risk of injury. As we age, our bodies don't respond to physical stress the way they once did. For seniors over 80, mobility and balance can become a serious concern. Walking on uneven surfaces, navigating crowded spaces, or even getting in and out of transportation can lead to accidents. It's not just about falling, it's about the severe consequences that come with it, especially when you're far from home. Let me tell you about Nancy, a vibrant 82-year-old woman who loved to travel. She was an avid tourist, always exploring new places. One day, while visiting a beautiful park, she slipped on a wet patch of grass and fell, fracturing her hip. That one fall set off a series of health problems that led to a lengthy hospital stay and months of rehabilitation. Nancy is still recovering, and she now feels more fearful about the simple act of walking. The impact of an injury like this can be much more significant for seniors. A fracture or sprain can lead to months of rehabilitation and loss of independence. What might seem like a minor accident for a younger person can drastically affect your life as you age. The risk is heightened when traveling in unfamiliar places, where the terrain, weather conditions, and even the availability of medical care may not be what you're used to. Reason 2. Difficulty managing chronic health conditions. For many seniors over 80, chronic health conditions such as diabetes, heart disease, arthritis, or hypertension are part of daily life. While these conditions can be well managed at home with a consistent routine, traveling can make it much harder to maintain proper care. Let's consider John, a 79-year-old man with high blood pressure and diabetes. He planned a trip abroad to visit his son, but forgot to pack enough medication. When he arrived at his destination, he realized that he was unable to get his usual medication refilled. This simple oversight led to a spike in his blood pressure, leaving him feeling dizzy and weak. His blood sugar levels also fluctuated, and he felt increasingly unwell for days. When traveling, it's often difficult to maintain the same routine for managing chronic conditions. Missing doses, failing to find suitable alternatives, or not having access to proper health care can lead to serious complications. Even small changes in your routine, such as time zone differences, changes in diet, or stress from traveling, can make managing chronic health conditions much more difficult. Seniors need consistency to maintain their health, and travel can disrupt that consistency in dangerous ways. Reason 3. Limited access to familiar health care. One of the most significant concerns for seniors over 80 is the limited access to familiar health care. When you're at home, you have easy access to your primary doctor, your medical records, and a trusted healthcare system that knows your history. But when you're traveling, especially abroad, or in unfamiliar areas, that access is limited or non-existent. Take Mary, for example. She's 85 and has a history of heart problems that require ongoing treatment and regular checkups. She decided to take a trip to a small, remote area to visit family, but when she started feeling unwell, she quickly realized that there were no nearby hospitals or clinics equipped to handle her condition. The nearest facility was over 2 hours away, and by the time she received help, her condition had worsened significantly. When seniors travel to unfamiliar locations, they often don't know where to turn for help. Even basic healthcare services, like seeing a doctor or filling a prescription, can become a huge challenge. Without the reassurance of familiar doctors and healthcare systems, the stress of finding proper medical care during a trip can jeopardize your health and peace of mind. Reason 4: emotional and mental strain. Travel is not just physically demanding, it can also be emotionally and mentally taxing, especially for seniors. The excitement of a new place can quickly turn to stress, confusion, or even loneliness. The unfamiliarity of travel, whether it's navigating airports, adjusting to new time zones, or trying to understand foreign languages, can leave seniors feeling overwhelmed and anxious. Let's look at Tom, who is 83. He decided to visit his daughter who lives across the country. But soon after arriving, he began to feel the emotional strain of being in an unfamiliar place. The routine changes, unfamiliar surroundings, and long travel days left him mentally exhausted. He had trouble sleeping and found himself missing the comforts of home. Seniors often feel the weight of these emotional stresses more acutely. Travel can trigger feelings of anxiety, confusion, and loneliness, especially if they are traveling alone. For those with cognitive challenges or those who feel disconnected from family and friends, travel can worsen these feelings and affect mental well-being. The emotional toll of being away from home can often outweigh the joys of exploration. Reason 5: travel-related fatigue and recovery. For seniors, travel is physically draining. Even short trips can take a significant toll on the body. The act of traveling, whether it's flying, driving long distances, or spending a lot of time on your feet, can be exhausting. Seniors are also more likely to experience difficulty adjusting to new environments, disrupted sleep schedules, and increased stress. All of these factors contribute to greater fatigue, which becomes harder to recover from as we age. Consider Nancy once again. After a 4-day visit to her grandchildren, she found herself completely drained. She struggled with fatigue for weeks after her trip. Her sleep patterns were disturbed, and she felt as if her body had never fully recovered from the trip. At 82, even a short journey took its toll. Recovery from travel-related fatigue becomes a lengthy process for seniors. They need more time to rest and recover, and the strain of travel can leave them feeling depleted long after they return home. Instead of feeling revitalized by a trip, seniors often feel physically worn out and mentally exhausted, which can affect their overall health. Reason 6: safety concerns in unfamiliar places. When you're over 80, safety becomes more important than ever. Traveling, especially to unfamiliar places, exposes seniors to a higher risk of accidents, theft, or scams. These safety concerns can be amplified by the physical limitations that come with aging: slower reflexes, difficulty moving quickly, or lessened awareness of one's surroundings. Let's talk about Frank, who is 90. On a trip to a foreign city, he was pickpocketed in a crowded market. He didn't speak the local language and struggled to communicate with local authorities. The situation was stressful, and Frank felt increasingly vulnerable. When you're older, even small safety concerns, like navigating crowded areas, unfamiliar street layouts, or being in places where you don't speak the language, can quickly escalate into dangerous situations. Traveling exposes you to these risks, which may not be immediately obvious, but can have serious consequences. Staying closer to home ensures you can avoid these threats and keep your mind at ease. Conclusion. While the idea of travel is appealing, for seniors over 80, it's important to carefully weigh the risks against the rewards. From physical health concerns like injury and fatigue, to emotional strain and safety worries, there are many factors to consider before hitting the road. Your health, safety, and peace of mind are too important to gamble with. Instead of traveling, consider other ways to enrich your life, whether it's through local activities, spending time with family, or enjoying nature in a way that doesn't strain your body. Life after 80 should be about enjoying peace, comfort, and safety. And sometimes that means making the decision to stay close to home. What do you think? Has this video helped you reflect on your own travel plans or the plans of your loved ones? Please leave a comment below sharing your thoughts or experiences. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with others who may benefit from this information. Take care, and remember, health, safety, and happiness are your true treasures.